Today, I'm curious, how many of you know about moeve? Have heard about it? Please raise your hand. Nobody? Well, that's great for us. I will get into a little bit more detail. So for you to know what is moeve. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Arturo López-Brea. I'm the head of digital change, content, and capabilities at moeve. Here with me, it's my colleague, Prado, Cordoba. She's leading the digital positioning and content team within moeve. What is moeve? So don't know anything about it. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. Moeve is a little international company into the energy and sustainable mobility and energy business. Some of you may have heard about us as we were called FEPSA for that last 3 months. Last 3 months, we changed it into moeve because we think that moeve represents more what we are now. FEPSA was an international company, but it was an oil and gas company, a traditional oil and gas company. And since 2022, we have changed our business. We're transforming our business into a more sustainable business. That's why we now are called moeve, because FEPSA does not represent what we are now, but it represented what we were before. In 2022, we launched our strategy, which is Positive Motion. We want to become the energy leaders in sustainable mobility and energy solutions to our customers. And so just to give you some data and some goals that we have by the end of 2030, we want to invest between 7 and 8 billion euros into sustainable investments. Also, by the end of this decade, we're planning that we will have an increased contribution of sustainable solutions from our EBITDA. And also we're planning to reduce 55% of our emissions in CO2. But yeah, that's moeve. It's a company that was created in 1929, so more or less 100 years. You were talking about change. You can imagine such a traditional company. We are more than 11,000 employees. Some of our colleagues have been working the same way for the last 20, 25 years. Such an industrial company, it's complicated when we start talking about digitalization and when we talk about change. You can imagine how difficult is that. So we're going to share with you what in digital, what are we trying?
In 2022, the Positive Motion was launched, and at the same time, a digital team began to develop our new digital strategy, Green Digital. A co-created plan with more than 200 people through different interviews, focus group, workshop. We created a development plan to achieve between 2023 and 2027. These plans position digitalization and artificial intelligence as a driver business growth and accelerate the energy transition. How could we achieve this big challenge? With a people-centered vision. In our strategy, our mission is accelerate customer energy transition and empower employees to create value. And today we are talking about empower people. In the strategy, there are some objectives. One of them is to integrate the digitalization into the DNA of the business. The second is boost the construction of and prioritize the construction of green AI solutions. And the third is universalize the digital talent and promote a digital inclusive culture across the company. And today we are talking about it. In our strategy, there are also one commitment directly related with this objective. We have to increase in more than 30% the number of employees with digital skills, and currently we have increased in more than 40%. Because our leitmotif is our people, no? And people are in the center of our activities.
Yeah, and that is really important. People for us is key. And sometimes companies, top companies, when they are talking about digitalization, they just focus on the technological side of it. But we need, and our approach is more based on people. You can see that, and the proof of that, this is our structure, our organization in digital. There are 5 digital hubs. It's where you have, let's say, the more technological or the more hard skills people. We have data, AI, cloud, a solutions hub. We have the hub of IoT and Industry X. We also have the customer experience and design and the open innovation hub. But we are a hub, and that is something that is important because that demonstrates or that shows the company that we think people is important, and that's why we have a hub, and that's why we work with people every day. So I'm leading this team, and we're part of this team. And what is our approach? We try to empower our employees to create value. That is really important. Sometimes some companies try to give their employees skills just to improve their knowledge. We want to do that because we want to create value for the company. Also, obviously, to develop their careers, to develop their knowledge, but we want to do this because we want to empower them to create value. How are we doing this? We do this in a 3-steps approach. The first thing we need to do, or we try to do, is we try to inspire people. Some companies or some other, let's say universities or some other enterprises, what they do is they give tools or digital solutions to the employees. We need first to work on the motivation for digitalization. That is key. We need to inspire them. We need them to desire, let's say, digitalization. Once we've done that, obviously, we need to give them the right digital skills. We have our own digital university where we have trained more than 30% of our 11,000 employees, and we have been giving them the right digital skills. And last but not least, we need to equip them, obviously. And equip them is just not giving them the tools they need. We need to give them the right data that they can use to make their own dashboards, solutions, and analysis to create that value that we were mentioning. So first, what we think is the most important part of this 3-steps framework, we need to work on the desire, on the motivation.
In the first step, we generate desire for changing people. We inspire and motivate employees to be part of the change. Sometimes people forget this point, and we believe that this is the most important thing, no? Because we think or we believe that this is the only way to ensure that digitalization is real and sustainable over time. We don't want to force people to change. We want to people embrace digitalization, and people see the value of use artificial intelligence in their day-to-day task, or people fall in love with digital. And we do this in 2 ways. First of all is to develop a plan for all employees. And the second is to develop a plan for different business or different groups. First, AI for all. We develop or is composed by different activities, events, contents to employees see the value of the digitalization, artificial intelligence. People can see the result of the projects and can now the people who make it possible. In this point, we have created a main character to help us to give the message. Is a digital hero role, is an employee who has already changed his or her mindset, and he or she participates in our activities, because we believe that is more powerful when someone like you tell the story of the transformation. And in this plan, we use corporate and dedicated channels to give the message. And in the last 2 years, 2,500 employees have participated in our activities. The second part of this step is AI for business. We design a tailored program to different business across the organization, and we design personalized content, personalized experiences about artificial intelligence, and with a good results. And for example, in 2024, we developed a plan based on artificial intelligence for one of our business in Moeve, Energy Parks. And when this program finished, the 70% of attendees requesting artificial intelligence training. So this is the way that we achieve that people want to learn digital.
So now you have people that want and are motivated to change. You need to give them the right digital skills, or the skills they need to improve their day-to-day activities and to match these skills with the business needs. Okay, and that is key for us. So we need to train all of them. Again, we do this in the same way as our, let's say, first step, the Inspire. We do this for everyone, for the whole company, where you have some training programs that can be consumed into our website. Employees can enter to this website and consume this. These programs are made by us. Prado is leading the content team, and it's key because we think that the better way to improve the skills of our employees is to give them the right knowledge by the right examples, by our examples. So that is key. Again, we have some other more advanced programs where you can learn as an employee to become a business analyst or a citizen data scientist, where you can extract value from data with data science. And again, we have the second approach, which is more tailored, which is more to what the business needs. We kind of develop or construct or build a program for a specific group, matching, again, this business unit needs with the skills we're giving them. We do this, both steps are made in a practical way and in an experiential way. Why am I saying this? Because that is key. We want each participant of some of these programs needs to deliver or to build a specific project by the end of the program. That project needs to bring value to the company. So for example, I'm going to share you one example. I'm going to share with you an example. In our energy parks unit, which is the industrial side of our business, we launched last year, as Prado was mentioning before, a program. This program was about AI. The participant that I'm telling you about, she built a business model with data science. She built an analysis and that model is returning to the company between 50 and 60 million euros each year. So you can imagine how important is that to our business. So you can imagine how happy our board and our directors are with these training programs. This is just not training. People are delivering projects beginning with training. And that's key. To give you some more data, 800 employees have AI skills from those 2,000 employees that Prado was mentioning. And there are 70 projects similar as the one I was telling you about, made by our employees.
So we have people ready to change. We have people with the skill, with the best skill, and the first step is to equipping employees with the platforms and tools to foster their autonomy in their day-to-day task. So we are investing a lot of resources to providing employees this platform. And once again, this is the same approach. We have a plan to all employees and a different approach for business. And in the case of AI for all, we are democratizing artificial intelligence to employees. Democratia is the name of our project to democratize artificial intelligence and generate new roles across the company as known citizen data scientist. Citizen data scientist is an employee who has a strong business knowledge and analytical capabilities, who is using artificial intelligence platform to create their own models without the need to programming in languages such as Python, for example. And there is an expert in artificial intelligence accompanying people through this path and supporting in developing of use cases. We are also providing guidance and best practice in the use of the platform and training employees in data science or analytics capabilities. And in the last 3 or 4 years, more than 250 employees assumed the new role of citizen data scientists. The other approach is different because we are working closely with the business unit to develop solutions based on artificial intelligence to improve the efficiency in their day-to-day talks of the employees and to be more sustainable because our mission is accelerate energy transition. So in the slide you can see 2 different solutions. One of them is based on generative AI, and the other is to machine learning model to be more efficient in the operation in our energy parks in Moeve.
Another thing we wanted to share with you, it's obviously this, I was mentioning it before, this is not just training. Every digital initiative within Moeve, we want to ensure the impact on the company. That's why we have this. This is what we call our Value 360 model, where we are measuring some KPIs that we think are key for us. Obviously, we have the financial ones, ROI, or revenue are some of them, but we are also measuring other KPIs that are important for us. Safety, environmental, digital development, obviously, data, which is logically a key asset for the company, and obviously talent. Each initiative that we launch has a really important KPIs on talent. And summarizing, and we're reaching the end of our presentation, our 3 steps framework is desire, learn, equip. We need to inspire people, we need to motivate people, then we need to give them the right digital skills. And at the end, we need to equip them with the right solutions, democratization data, democratization AI, to ensure that we are empowering employees to create value. That's what we wanted to share with you today. Happy to answer your questions in a few moments on the tables. And thank you very much.